people of Kano freely given to Engineer Abba Yusuf of our great party NNPP. Hence, we gathered here today to convey our outright rejection of and express our dismay at the ruling of the Court of Appeal in respect of the only elected governor on the platform of our dear party, the New Nigerian People's Party. To say the least, we were shocked at the miscarriage of justice delivered on Friday, 17th November 2023, on the governorship election petition of Kano State. You could recall that the candidates of our party in the March 2023 governorship election in Kano State, Abba Yusuf, was overwhelmingly elected by the good people of Kano State with a whopping vote of 1,019,602 to defeat the APC candidate, who came a distant second. The margin between Governor Abba Yusuf and APC candidate was around 130 votes. You may also recall that the candidate of APC conceded defeat and congratulated Engineer Abba Yusuf immediately. Surprisingly, after the issuance of certificate of return by INEC, the APC filed a bogus petition before the election tribunal, which its own candidate refused to join. In spite of overwhelming evidence presented by the tribunal by our team of lawyers, the tribunal passed one of the most ridiculous judgments in the history of election jurisprudence in Nigeria, and unjustly declared the APC candidate, who's never joined the petition, as the winner of the election. Believing in the credibility of the judiciary and its ability to correct any error of judgment by the lower court, our party approached the Court of Appeal and prayed the appellant court to set aside the unjust ruling of the lower court. To our greatest shock and consternation, the Court of Appeal on Friday, 17th November 2023, delivered a convoluted judgment that was ensured around their erroneous belief that Governor Abba Yusuf was not a member of NNPP. To claim that His Excellency Abba Yusuf was not a member of NNPP at the time of the 2023 general election is, to say the least, the worst of mischief anybody can come up with. For the avoidance of doubt, Governor Abba Yusuf was and still a card-carrying bona fide member of the NNPP. Any claim to the contrary is only in the figment of the imagination of the mischief makers. How could he contested the election when INEC portal for the submission of candidates' nomination and expression of interest form could not have accepted any form that was not uploaded together with the copy of NNPP membership card of the nominee? For our party, we are sure for INEC as well, the issue of membership of candidate is a non-issue since the system of nomination is designed by INEC in such a way that only registered members can be nominated and uploaded onto the portal. It is therefore unbelievable that the appeal court will refuse to look at the merit of our party's appeal and cling to the erroneous issues of membership that has already been settled severally by both the appeal and Supreme Court. We are therefore informing all members of NNPP and indeed all Nigerians that our party has already briefed our lawyers to appeal this injustice at the Supreme Court. While we believe that the Supreme Court will correct the errors of the tribunal and the appeal court and restore the mandate of the good people of Kano State by reaffirming Abba Yusuf as the duly elected governor of Kano State. We were roundly who were roundly rejected at the fall and who are now comparing to hijacked power at all costs to rid the chambers of the court, and as they did in 2019. We are therefore calling on all well-meaning Nigerians to intervene in the Kano situation as it is increasingly becoming the test case for the survival of democracy in Nigeria and credibility of the judicial system, which in recent time seems to be at the lowest ebb, as eloquently exposed by retired Supreme Court Justice Datijo in his speech validatingly speech. The ruling party must not be allowed to be used the chamber of the court and let and incinerate opposition parties. Our party has won 2 senators in Kano State, 19 House of Representatives positions in Kano, and Jigawa State 1, Jigawa State 1, and 30 House of Assembly positions in Kano. Bauchi 1, Taraba, no, it's a mistake, sorry, it's an error. Bauchi 1, Taraba 1, Nasarawa 2, as well as governorship position in Kano State. We pray that the judiciary will live up to its calling as the temple of justice and the last hope of the common man. So far, members of NNPP nationwide and the people of Kano State are yet to get justice from the judiciary. We have not lost hope, and we will not lose hope. We are therefore calling on the ruling party to save democracy in Nigeria by halting their clandestine moves to annihilate all other political parties and drag the country into one-party system. We are calling on the international community to support our country to deepen multi-party democracy and stop APC from turning the country into one-party state. I thank you all. Long live NNPP. Long live democracy in Nigeria. Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Popularly called CTC, of the membership register of NNPP submitted to INEC. When the matter got to the tribunal, one of the documents that NNPP presented is the certified true copy of the membership list, stamped and signed by INEC itself. We have attached the page to the document we are giving to you as pressmen. But there should be some explanations on this membership list, because we are no lawyers. Lawyers will be discussing the issue of legal terminology, but the simple fact is, when the new journey into 2023 general elections started, INEC released its guideline. And part of the guideline include that before a candidate could emerge, that certain things must have been done. You conduct congresses where delegates that will go and elect the governorship candidates at the state level will emerge. All these processes were sent to INEC, and INEC monitored all the congresses that produced the delegates that went to Kano, in the case of Kano State, to elect Abba Yusuf as the candidate for NNPP. And before you could do that, you would have submitted a membership register to INEC. And like the chairman said in his speech, after your primaries, which INEC must monitor, that is what section 82 says in the Electoral Act. INEC must monitor it. And INEC officers who monitor must write report to the INEC headquarters. The party, NNPP, will now submit the result of these primaries to INEC, especially in the case of INEC. In the case of Kano, where Abba Yusuf emerged, the report was sent to INEC. After that, INEC initially, or some years back, INEC was doing what we call physical submission of candidates or nominees or nominations. But in the last election, general election, INEC used what we call portal to submit the names of your candidates. And the portal is so configured that by the time you are submitting the name of your candidate, you must submit his forms that he obtained as an aspirant. You must submit his expression of interest form. Apart from that, you must submit his membership card with his membership number, together with all the other particulars. If any of this document is missing, the portal will not accept the candidate that you have submitted or you have submitted the documents. All these procedures we went through, that was why INEC gave us this thing we call the membership register that was submitted to INEC. And in court, they always talk about CTC. INEC certified this thing and stamped it. And yet to say this man is not a member of the party. Like we said, we have attached the document to the press conference speech we have given. But on the issue of membership of a political party, it's laughable. Just of recent, about 2 months ago, or thereabout, in the case of Peter Obi and APC, in the case of Peter Obi, that even took the president to court over this issue of membership. And at the Supreme Court level, they said the issue of membership is none of, we don't allow what they call interloper to go into it. You must be a member of a political party before you are questioning the membership of a candidate. Supreme Court in May this year even went ahead to say that it's not even be a member of that party. You must have taken part in the primary before you can talk about the questioning the membership of a party candidate. But like we said, we have attached these documents to you guys to go and release and let Nigerians know what is happening. Nigerians already know. Just of recent, about 2 weeks ago, in the same Kano state, in the case of a member of the House of Representatives, this same APC took our candidate to court that is not a member of the party. This appeal court that ruled yesterday ruled that the issue of membership does not concern APC. That it is a party or it's an NNPP issue. Only for NNPP, they have appeal court to do what they call somersault in what happened yesterday. It is very, very unfortunate. It is not. It can be anybody's turn. It's an NNPP today. It can be anybody tomorrow. The law is the law. And when a ruling is given at that appellate level, it has become the law. So, the gentlemen of the press, you are free to ask any question. It's just to do some explanations on the documents we have attached to the speech we have given to you. Thank you very much for coming. If you want to ask any questions, the floor is open.
Time you came here, I always inform you people, we don't have crisis in the party. There is no, you can see the house. There's no crack anywhere. Because if you start talking about somebody, you have a wife and you got married and your wife left you, you said, I'm going back to see where she is. Then it means you still do not know where you are going. We do not have that crack in the party. Then on the issue about the second one you asked concerning the position of the ruling party vis-a-vis their intention to hold Kano as being that he's a chairman of the party or whatever. I think the Kano people have the right to make their choice. And their choice has been so clear. They voted overwhelmingly to an NNPP governorship candidate, His Excellency Abba. And there's no two ways about that. Whether they have a national chairman is afterthought. The issue is the electorate, democracy, which is, you all know, define what it is. So when the people have spoken, I think the best thing is for the government or whomever in authority to allow the voice of the people. Then the last speaker, who also said the issue concerning our national leader, the presidential candidate, I think you may know that sometimes it's not always good to rush and start making speeches here and there. At the appropriate time, he will say something, and the Nigerians will really know that somebody has spoken, and a man of honor has spoken. So he will talk about that. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Buhari, in the presidential election, lost his state to PDP. The current president, who was the president candidate, lost Lagos State to the Labour Party. The then national chairman of APC, Adamu, a senator, lost his seat to Labour. The Director General of their campaign organization, Governor Lalong, lost his state
To PDP.
to PDP. Now their current chairman, Kaduji from Kano, lost all the state elections in Kano to PDP, NNPP. Now let us go to Kano. In the first election, that's February 25, there were 3 elections: presidential, senatorial, and House of Reps. APC lost the 3 elections. Senator Kwakwaso defeated President Tinubu roundly. Out of the 3 senators, NNPP has 2. Out of our 24 House of Reps, we have 18. And the House of Assembly, about 40, we have 26. They are very, very unpopular as a party in the APC. So that one explains they are trying to get some of these states back through the back door. They want to get Kano. That's their thing. The other time they get a ruling giving them Plateau State, which Lalong lost in the main election. And what they managed to get in Nasarawa, they have lost it. So you now know why they are so desperate, because they are so unpopular. What they could not get through the ballot box, they want to get through the courts. And that is where Nigerians should be worried. Elections are expected to be won through the ballot box, not through the court.
Not through the court.
That is why Nigerians should be worried. Some Nigerians are talking, but Nigerians should see it not as an NPP affair. Then in the case of the national leader of NNPP not talking, national leader was a presidential candidate. Abba Yusuf is a member of NNPP. That is why NNPP is the one addressing press today. He is our governor. It has nothing to do with Senator Kwankwaso. Alhaji Abba Yusuf is the candidate and the governor of NNPP. And that is why NNPP chairman has addressed the press today, to let the world know what is happening. And to put the judiciary, maybe to wake up, because what is happening is laughable. We don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of the rulings, which a lot of Nigerians have been commenting on. We will leave that to Nigerians. But it's just to let Nigerians know that this thing is beyond NNPP. That is why we are here today. Thank you very much. Secretary,